Hello everybody, welcome back to another preview of upcoming light novels that we have to look forward to. Today I'm going to be discussing about the light novels that are releasing in March of 2017, so let's just get into it. So the first one that we have to look forward to is on March 3rd, we have the J Novel Club release of My Little Sister Can Read Kanji Volume 2, 23rd Century Japan, a land overflowing with moe, where little sister versus big sister versus childhood friend are the major questions of society. Or, at least it was, until Gin and his sisters somehow changed the future. Now the Prime Minister is some old guy with glasses, and all the signs are written in indecipherable kanji. This is bad. There's got to be some way to change the future back to the way it should be. I did review volume number 1 of this one. I found it kind of cute. It is very tongue-in-cheek sort of send-up of the whole moe culture. I was interested to see where the series went with things going forward. On March 7th from Viz, we have Naruto, Sasuke's story Sunrise. Sasuke, ally and friend to Naruto and brother to Itachi, hits the road to find the root of the evil Itachi faced in this sequel to Itachi's story. A new series of prose novels straight from the worldwide Naruto franchise. Naruto's allies and enemies take center stage in these fast-paced adventures, with each volume focusing on a particular clanmate, ally, team, or villain. The great ninja war has ended, but to untangle the mystery that remains, Sasuke sets out on a journey that he hopes will allow him to atone for his sins. During his travels, those ninja faithful to the Avenger Sasuke bring about tragedy. Meanwhile, danger closes in on the villages of Konoha, Kiri, and Kumo, where red eyes burn with hatred. What is the future Sasuke stares down? Again, I am not a big Naruto fan. I mean, I have nothing against Naruto. I haven't watched it or read the manga. So I won't be checking that one out. But I mean, it's a huge series, right? Like, yeah. On March 15th, from J Novel Club, we have Mixed Bathing in Another Dimension, Volume 2, The Fervent Sand Baths. And this one, it says, Volume 2 of the series continues with the adventures in the desert. I can see where like a mixed bathing bath could be useful in the middle of a desert. I actually haven't read the first volume. I have seen a few comments, people online on Twitter saying that it's surprisingly good given the really hokey sounding send-up of it all, but I haven't had a chance to check that one out yet. On March 17th, we have J Novel Club's release of I Saved Too Many Girls and Caused the Apocalypse, Volume Number 2. Rekka has somehow managed to survive that crazy day and tries to settle down into a new daily life with Satsuki, Iris, and Harisa, but he doesn't even get a moment's chance to catch his breath. Yet again, he's thrown into stories where he has no choice but to rescue the damsel in distress, this time in a village closed off beneath the surface of the earth. Okay, so I reviewed the first volume of this, and it was actually a lot of fun. And the way that it was told, the sort of play with time and moving forward and backward in the story and then connecting different elements, it was written in a fairly clever way. And I mean, yeah, it's almost a parody of the harem thing because it's just taken to absolute extremes. I might be checking that one out. I've said to a couple of you online that it's getting really difficult to pick up new series that I feel like I really want to do all the volume 1s that I can so that all of you can sort of make a decision about whether it's a series that you want to read, but it's kind of making it hard for me to keep up with series. I'm just really keeping up with the ones that I already have. It's really hard to pick up some new ones, but which is too bad because there's some really good series. On March 21st, we have all of the Yen On releases for the month. First up, we have Accel World Volume 9. I will never forgive you. I will kill you. I will continue to kill you until all your burst points are gone and you vanish from the accelerated world. Having turned into chrome disaster once more, Haruyuki slaughters with the force of a vengeful god the avatars who made Ash Roller suffer, and then he fuses completely with the armor of catastrophe, down to his deepest depths. Silver Crow soars above the accelerated world, seeking out enemies to destroy. For his next target, he turns the spearhead of his hatred toward the creators of the ISS kit, the Acceleration Research Society. A berserker no one can control. Before this raging figure, a lone avatar stands to block his way. His name, Green Grande, the absolute defense of the Green King, bearer of the most powerful shield, the Strife, collides fiercely with the madness of the cursed avatar. The conclusion to the Armor of Catastrophe arc. So there you go. We're finally going to finish this Armor of Catastrophe arc that's been going on since, what, Volume 5, I guess it is. Although the roots of it you can trace all the way back to Volume number 2. I will definitely be picking that up. You know, all know that I think by now that I'm a fan of Accel World, and I've read all the volumes so far. Yeah, I won't be stopping anytime soon. Durarara, Volume 6 is also coming out. After being framed by Isaiah and forced to become fugitive on the run, Shizuo forced to rethink his position and circumstances, Mikado only now realizing the predicaments of his friends, Masaomi unaware of everything going on as she flees her house, Henri, events going far beyond anything she could have imagined, Akane, unable to conceal her excitement at coming into contact with the Black Rider, a girl continuing to wait anxiously at home, Shinra, scheming so everything goes his way, Aoba, working towards enacting his revenge on the dollars, Shikage, and lastly, the person who will save the Headless Rider is... Ikebukuro is warping again today in the next installment of Durarara. I've fallen behind. I actually have the 5th book. If you look over my shoulder, I have the 5th book on my shelf. Probably going to be reading that in the next week or so that I'm all caught up by the time Volume 6 arrives. Again, Durarara is one of those series that I really enjoy because it's the diversity of the characters, and it's sort of the same thing where he has all these different plot lines that eventually all sort of come together in fun and interesting ways. So I've really enjoyed Durarara. Again, it's very dissimilar to a lot of the other light novels that we have. So it's one of my faves. I do enjoy that series. Now, one of the new releases, like it's a brand new, well, I guess it's not really new because they've done some other ones, but Kingdom Hearts, the novel. On the Destiny Islands, 3 children, Sora, Riku, and Kairi, are living out their peaceful, carefree lives while yearning for whatever lies beyond the great ocean. But one night, an unexpected disaster takes place, and the 3 are torn from each other and their island home. Meanwhile, at Disney Castle, Donald Duck and the other castle residents are in an uproar upon discovering King Mickey has suddenly gone missing. When fate brings them together, Sora, Donald, and Goofy set out on a grand Disney adventure to find their friends. Now, of course, if you follow RPGs, video games, you know that Kingdom Hearts, really big video game merging the worlds of Square Enix, so Final Fantasy, mainly Final Fantasy, and Disney properties. I really enjoyed the video games. I played them back when they actually first released on the PS2. I haven't played any of the remakes or remastered that have now come out for the PS4, but I really liked it. Now, just based on the cover and the fact that I think the reading recommendation starts at 8 years old, it sounds like this one's maybe going to be a little bit more aimed at a slightly younger demographic than the average sort of Yen-on light novel. But nonetheless, if you're a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, it might help make the story make more sense, because it gets a little convoluted, especially when there's all these little side games and side stories that I don't think even here in English we got all of them. Also releasing Log Horizon Volume 7. Shiroe left Akiba in search of 8 trillion gold coins, setting off for the vast Northlands. But what he found there was a warning of a large-scale raid about to occur. In Akiba's unstable situation, Shiroe's chosen raid members include the galactic idol Tetora, the leader of the Silver Sword who refused to take part in the Roundtable Council, Massachusetts, and the man he defeated in Susukino who still hates him, Demikas. Is everything going to be all right? Now, I reviewed the first 4 volumes of Log Horizon, and while I really enjoyed the anime, I found it a little hard to get into the books, probably because the anime actually went beyond what we've had the books released. In fact, I believe the anime has completely caught up with the books. There was some legal troubles that the author got kind of caught in. Pay your taxes, kids. And I don't think he's released any more novels officially since then. So I've kind of put Log Horizon on the back burner just because I pretty much know the story, and with no foreseeable hope of starting to volumes that aren't covered by the anime, I've just kind of put it on the back shelf for now. Finally, the one that I think a lot of us are going to be looking forward to in this month, ReZero Volume number 3. Let's get this story moving. Alongside the people most important to him, a boy goes out to meet the same sunrise once more. Strengthening his resolve, Subaru returns to his first day in the mansion. Repeating his loop in the Roswell household armed with his memories, Subaru attempts to only make the optimal decisions to avoid another tragedy, but his fear and obsession with evading death and failure are slowly warping him. While Subaru slowly falls apart trying to save everyone, who will save Subaru? So again, I'll definitely be picking this volume up. Volume 2 of ReZero, I thought, was vastly superior to volume number 1. And no, it's not just because the twins showed up. I just thought that the story and the mechanics of the return from death were used in a much more effective and interesting way. And there was a lot more of a mystery element to the story, the whole question of just what was really going on. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how Volume 3 sort of plays out. I don't know if it completes an arc or whether it'll leave us on another big cliffhanger. It'll be interesting to see, but yeah, ReZero's been a huge series. I would know it was huge anime-wise, and the light novels seem very popular, especially just based on the number of views that I get on those videos compared to others. So yeah, that'll be a definite pickup this month for me. So March is kind of a slower month in terms of books that I'll be buying. I think I'll definitely be picking up ReZero and Accel World. Not too sure about the others. I think I'm going to see just how it all pans out in terms of my reviews of the volume number 1s and also the volumes that I already have. I've got 2, 4, 6 books sitting on my shelf that I've got to read as well. So I think it'll be a bit of a lighter buy month in the month of March. And of course, April, there's a bunch of other titles, but I'll address the titles coming out in April next month. So again, for these titles, now if you're interested in pre-ordering any of these, I do have links down below in the description. I'll put a card link above my head somewhere, whatever side it is, to my website. I always do sort of a text version of these previews, and so you can read the previews for yourself again, see the book covers, and I do have buy links there as well if you want to pre-order from Amazon. And those are affiliate links, full disclosure, so it gets me a couple of pennies, which helps me to keep buying stuff so I can keep reviewing things here on the channel. So those are the light novels to look forward to in the month of March. Which ones are you guys going to pick up? Which ones are you most excited for? Looking forward, if we sneak peek to April, is there anything that on the horizon that you've seen or you know is coming out that you're really excited for and you're kind of just wanting to get through March so we can get to April? Let me know in the comments down below. So again, thanks so much for watching the video. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can check out all of my future light novel reviews. Until the next video, bye-bye for now.